And you shall be what? Above only. And what? Let me tell you something. If a whole lineage is small, it may not be ordinary. Because this is a blessing. It tells you it takes more than hard work to rise. It's a blessing. It's right there. So it just tells you there are some things that the moment you do, you step out of your covering. Are there not people, for instance, who out of desperation, they go to places, so-called solution centers. You know that there is a high likelihood that the source, the power behind this is not God. You go there. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you one easy one. If you ever directly or indirectly show allegiance to any idol, you are under a curse. These things attract curses. Let me tell you, was it in this venue or was it deeper? I saw a vision. Someone who was seated at the back, who went to a dibia. You know that video, right? And he had demons. I have not seen one person who went to a solution center that is not of God and didn't have a demon. It's an exchange. If they give you something, if you keep something in your house that is not of God, I am telling you, you have strange beings in your house. Instantly. I know what I'm saying. I have prayed for people, cast out demons from people whose parents went to so-called pastors for solution. And the demon has so much audacity because it was a contract. One said, this is not fair. Okay, I will go, but tell the parents to give me back what I gave them. They came to me for money. I gave them money. They gave me their daughter. The demon was confidently telling us that. In a room full of at least 15 people, all the protocol were there. Pastors were there. Confidently. And as you know me, my own, I was like, oh, sorry, I was not there. The one that sent me say, you shall cast out devils. So when the demon saw that, because the demon really felt cheated. I told you the spirit realm dwells on legality. When the demon saw that he was about to be cheated, pushed her to run to the road so that the car will knock her down. You waited. I know what I have seen. I've seen too much. Because the parents were desperate. And now, let me tell you what they had done. The demon had put in her a fibroid. And the plan was when she was about to take out the fibroid by operation, she will die. That was, the demon said it, that was the plan. Please, are you listening to me? And as the demon is about to leave, looks at me, disappointed and angry. And I said, now because of you, she will have children. Said this in the presence of everybody. Because of you, she will have children. I'm telling you so that you know how big a God is. So I'm not to be afraid. Are you afraid? No. I'm saying there might be some things, some patterns in your family you need to investigate. Investigate. Some strange patterns. One family, 2 people with mental breakdown. Don't you see? Are you getting what I'm saying? Or a long history of suicide. One family. Investigate it. Or constantly being prone to accident. Only you. In one lifetime. They say lightning does not strike the same place twice. How can you constantly injure your right leg 4 times? You know, one of the people that was very vocal about this, you know, I think Derek Prince shared a story, and the reason that story hit me is because I have real life example. He talked about a lady who was a secretary to a wealthy man, but she was already deep in the job before she realized that the boss and his partners belonged to a cult, and they had this lady guru that they submitted to. And now she's thinking, how do I do this? So now, well, they gave her something to type, a blessing from the guru that she was supposed to type and send. But just looking at the things they were asking her to type, they were too... So she went respectfully and said, please, because of my conviction, I can't type this. And the man appeared to be respectful of her faith and said, oh, well, sorry, you can't do this. I'm sorry. I mean, I didn't mean to make you do anything that is inconsistent with what you believe. And that was it. Hours later, her joints began to get stiff until she could almost not move. And then she goes to the hospital, diagnosed rheumatoid arthritis. And now, just days after, in the bed. Her husband cannot even sleep beside her because just any move of the bed, the pain will be so much in her body. And so someone who had been studying about curses and all of that just said, I know a material that you can listen to that will help you. As he got to the part where the pastor was about to pray, the tape jammed. She could not rewind, she could not fast forward, and she could not remove the tape. You know? So she told her friend, I can't play the tape. The friend said, don't worry, I have written out the prayer. I've written. You will pray? I've written. Get correct friend, you know, yeah. Say, I've written it out. I've written it out. See, let me tell you something. In this warfare thing, if you have people who love the Lord and love you, as I was casting out the demon from that lady, her brother, who wasn't really strong at the time in the things of God, just out of sheer love, you remember, he said, you will go. He was, you could tell he was afraid of, but my sister, he said, you must go.